One.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's popping up? This is 2Holes1Ball podcast, episode 17. I'm your host, Ishigo Night, here with my brothers. Taz in the building with his little jump off. I see you with the new lights. How we doing? La Casa with the fitted. We rocking that How We Do merch. Go get that online.
Get that.
Winchester with the PlayStation. Please don't sue us. We got Strong Man Rick. Oh yeah,
That's my
he's
boy.
a special guest for today. You already know. He is not going to be biased because he's somebody's brother here. We said that already. And we got Joe Electronics, the man that got no electronics behind me. He got a whole bunch of wood, but it's all good. He's showing off the watches like he's shining and shit. Anywho, the topics for tonight are, of course, we're gonna talk a little bit about Kyrie. Ja Morant still the topic. That Philly game was lit. KD's out from practice. We definitely gotta get into that. Lakers winning without LeBron. What's going on? LeBron and his little scooter. The Bucks and Warriors game seemed like,
come on, you ain't have to go there.
That joint looked like it was the playoffs all over again. Both champs playing against each other. Curry's comeback during that game, and the conference ladder to see who we feel is gonna be the top 10 teams that are gonna be in there. So, fellas, where should we begin? Conference. I wanna talk gossip. What everybody did this weekend. This weekend was a little bit disappointing for me. We tried to fix my computer. It was still on my phone, so it didn't work out. We're gonna have to pull this thing together. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, it's Strong Man Rick. What's going on with you, brother? We don't know you like that, so introduce yourself real quick to the people.
So my real name is Ricardo, aka Strong Man Rick. I'm Taz, aka VJ brother. I'm saying the better brother, but
yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Chill out, man.
All right, so where do you guys feel? You want to start with Josh, since that's the topic that everybody talking about all the time. All right,
let's talk about Ja Morant.
Yeah, let's take that shit out the way. Let's do it first.
So the news for today was Powerade, aka Coca-Cola, has now stepped away from Ja Morant's commercials. They took him off the air, which adds to more fire that's being added into the controversy. We got a post from the New York Post saying that they spoke to the people that worked at the strip club where he was visiting. Now we know that he went there 2 days in a row instead of that 1 day. So the Instagram Live happens to be the second day. The first day is the picture that, is rumored that maybe it's him, maybe it's not him. How we feel?
I don't think it's him, bro.
It's everywhere. It's all the social media and everywhere, bro.
Hold on. Like, me using my detective skills, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking
Batman?
at his hats. He only look like he has a half sleeve. It's not a full sleeve. He had to do the skinny too, and he has the little gold locks, but that could be some little bullshit in the back of the seat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just everything looks like it could be him, but you know what I mean? Like, what happened to the chain? Where the chain's at? You feel me?
No, it was 2 days in a row. So the first day he didn't have the chain on. It was on the
picture. Yeah.
The picture of the, like he had the badonkadonk on his lap.
Bro, you gonna keep going forward? What?
Like the strip club pictures, the shit, like the strip club should have never done that to him. They should have never like public his pictures like that.
I put it like this: if you the owner of the strip
that's
club,
privacy,
right?
Bro.
And they pay you $100,000, right? Say, yo, let me get a footage of this shit real quick. Or let me get a picture. You're not gonna take the $100,000?
I feel like they're gonna do it.
They're gonna do
the strip club doesn't owe you nothing. The strip first of all, you paid the strip club.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So hold on. Issue. Hold on. So you prefer to take one time $100,000 and ruin your reputation of having like 20, 40 superstar come to your club and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars?
I mean, either way, if you have some baddies in there, you still gonna have people pull up.
I feel like the money's not gonna end for them.
It's a strip club, bro.
Superstar, but they're not gonna trust the owner like that no more.
Man,
nothing happened in the club.
Come on. When Jordan Poole got knocked out by Draymond in the facility, They didn't care. You think a strip? This is the team they play for.
They just gonna get another job somewhere else.
Bro, you working.
Nobody gonna care. They offer me money right now.
Yeah, but the strip club, like, bro. So you don't know the strip club. You prefer 100,000.
TMZ give me a call, be like, yeah, there was a celebrity in your building. I'm like, yeah, give me a second. I get that tape for you right now.
I think that incident will never happen with the whole flashing the gun. That picture was never gonna be legal because they just putting dirty on him. That's all.
And then we don't know what the implications of that live video was for the strip club when it comes to their licenses. Because remember, you're not supposed to be bringing weapons into a club, and now you have a strip club footage that says that that's your club with a NBA superstar celebrity with a weapon inside of your establishment. The police could be out here in front of their door like, yo, we need to remove your licenses. Now you got to get lawyers. You got to work all of these things. You going to need the little extra chicken so that you could be able to take care of them legal fees now because homeboy decided to play Super Thug in your VIP room.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be where they were leaning at. You know, they're trying right now. I feel like to defend themselves. In part of the article that I read from that New York Post, it said that the workers were afraid as soon as he pulled out the gun and started flashing it around. So that could have been a ploy right there from them to try to say, hey, we scared. We didn't want to deal with it. I don't know about any of this. We didn't tell him to bring this, but he came out of the back end. You know, who's gonna strip search a celebrity, let alone one of the biggest celebrities in the world who's saying, hey, I how much is for 3 hours to rent out the whole joint? Okay, here you go. Throws $50K the first day, throws another $50K the next day.
That floor was flooded, man. You know what I mean?
Bro, you couldn't see the wood on the floor.
Take that motherfucker right there.
It was all money on the floor, bro.
The stripper said it took them forever to count all that money.
Man, it's good time to have so many bro like that, bro.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what was that?
We had a ghost. Was there a ghost?
Y'all nervous?
No cap,
Oh shit. We got No Cap Jack joining in on the pod. Yo, Cap.
He just woke up.
Real quick. What do you think about that?
He looked like he was Morant. He looked like he was just picking up the bra in John Morant's room.
How you feel about that John Morant picture in the strip club with Shorty on top, money everywhere? He's flashing guns 2 days in a row.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like bro, they did him dirty, bro.
Thank you.
They did him dirty because I told you, all right. If I'm the John Morant, if I'm the owner of that strip club, that was a bad move because now nobody gonna have the trust in you. No la confianza in going to your spot. Like nobody gonna trust you to go to your spot because as soon as something happened, you gonna leak whatever I've done in that spot. So it's like that was a bad move on the strip club. Their business about to go down. That's one. On John Morant, I like it's not a big deal, bro. Everybody go to a strip club. Everybody know James Harden go to a strip club. Like, come on, it's not a. It's not live there. It shouldn't be a big deal. There. Maybe it shouldn't be a big deal, but I don't know how the league is gonna take it. But yeah, I don't know. They should just ignore it. This whole situation, bro, is crazy.
They should just ignore it. I mean, Nike is doing the perfect job of it.
I think
they keep finding shit on this guy, bro. We just signed him, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like Nike just signed them. They're about to just release the kicks. They don't have a way. They can't be like Adidas and be like, oh, well, not even because even Adidas with Kanye, they're still like now working again with Kanye. So these companies are learning, especially after the pandemic and losing all that money, that they can't just make a rash decision and be like, we're just gonna drop this person. Because they know that it's a money loss. A strip club is different. A strip club, you know, they feel like, hey, we now they're famous. Remember, because now that Philly, whatever the name is now famous for being the strip club where John Morant was caught up and got a whole case built against him. So now they got the notoriety all over Denver that's a strip club that this situation happened. So I do agree, no cap, that the situation is kind of weird for them to pull something like that. It's kind of two-faced, but I feel like they're still gonna make some money because of the fact that now they got that notorious reputation that we the ones that had this situation pulled off. So they're gonna have some fame. Their 15 minutes are not up yet.
Yeah, because this strip club is in what, Denver?
Denver,
You wouldn't think like, yo, I'm gonna go to Denver, go to the strip club. Like what?
Yeah, that shit was like Saturday 5 in the morning too. Like, bro, go home, bro. Like,
he literally did it both days after they. Well, first of all, the Grizzlies beat the crap out of the Denver Nuggets both of those days. So he just went there to celebrate. But at the same time, it's like you gotta know what you're doing. And mind you, the extended video that you posted, Taz, now shows that there was a whole crew of people. So now you can't just blame Ja. You gotta blame his entourage because they were all with him, vibing, and it didn't look like NBA players. It looked like it was like regular people. So you never know. It might be the same person from
the gangsters.
Yeah, because now that I read through it, that situation with that minor where they smacked him up or beat him up wasn't Ja's house.
mm-hmm.
That wasn't even somewhere in a park somewhere. You invited these people to your crib and then you want to show off, and Ja supposedly, from the details of that case as well, he pulled out like the gun, like he pulled up like he was holding it or something. So I feel like this is like one of those imposter syndromes where you feel like you're something that you're not. So it's like building up this like bigger character that he is. Like, bro,
they just a bunch of 313 from 8 miles, bro. They ain't nobody. Big ass gangsters, bro.
No, he ain't 313. He
all that be rabbit shit, bro.
What's his real name? Darius?
Clarence. I'm Clarence. Yeah, dude's a freaking. What is that, like Ant-Man right now? What was the character name from?
It's Free World, bro. It's Free World.
Oh, Free World, yeah, Free World.
His real name is Clarence.
Yeah,
Darius needs to chill, bro. Seriously, I feel like this is going long enough. Now the NBA is investigating to see if he had that weapon inside of team premises. The suspension will be extended from 4 games to 50. Which is basically the rest of the season. So, talking about that, now let's get back to actual basketball. How do we feel is gonna be the rest of the season for the Memphis Grizzlies now that their star player is gone?
Ain't they winning without him like they used to win without him before?
No, they just recently won, but I don't think they've been having streaks.
Yeah, well, I want that time. Like, I know it's that season, bro, but these people went like what? 20-3, I think, without him.
Something like that.
So they were doing good without Ja Morant anyway.
I mean, he's been playing the whole time. He hasn't been out the whole season. So
yeah, I'm talking about last season. That was the record. Without Ja Morant, when Ja Morant went down, they were like 23-3 and shit.
Yeah, but
they're whole different
new season now.
But
I don't think they're gonna do good without him though. Yeah.
I mean, with the last game, it did show that there was a little bit of promise because Bane, who was actually one of the best shooters of the team, has finally woken up to pick up the slack. Yeah. Do you feel like now that the Grizzlies are like, we kind of lost our star player, so you're going to have to pick up the slack because, there ain't no other choices?
The Grizzlies, without Ja Morant, they're a good team. So with or without Ja Morant, they're a good team. Ja Morant just gives them the little extra boost, to be honest.
I mean, who's that player that got that Achilles injury? That's going to mess him up, too. What's his name? From the Memphis, the one that got injured?
Ain't nobody know, and ain't nobody cares.
Y'all even know his name?
For me, now the Grizzlies.
I mean, I feel like he's the only all-star out of the whole team. The rest of the team is kind of just a bunch of role players who are actually just good at ball.
Yeah.
And we got Brooks think that he's better than Draymond Green.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks needs to relax. He needs to focus on their season instead of arguing with Draymond about who's a better role player. Like, bro, you got a whole lot of ladder to climb before you could talk.
Yeah, for sure.
Like once you get to the playoffs, cool. If you get to the conference finals, cool. But right now, your focus cannot be Draymond. Because if we can move forward right now, let's talk about the Warriors since we're on that subject anyway. And we're talking about the West. How we feel about this champion versus champion game? I felt like there was a lot of animosity. Steph came in smelling blood. How we feeling?
The one that beat the Bucks, right?
Yeah, it was the Bucks versus the Warriors.
I kind of enjoyed that this dude Curry came just killing after he came back from his injury. I think he's averaging over 30 points a game since coming back. Really.
So do we feel like that was a good break for Steph to? Oh my God, my man got the whiskey. he about to get weird.
This guy like this.
I see you, guys.
Yeah.
He got the honey whiskey on. What are we doing? It's a Sunday.
The Warrior had a bad record on the road, though, right? That game was on the road too.
I think so.
Yeah,
they were horrible on the road, bro.
They've been bad all season long, though.
They needed that W for sure because they trash on the road right now. They buy a game.
They definitely did say that this was a must win for them. I feel like they definitely are gonna need to like pick up the slack heavy if they want to become a contender once more. Clay's healthy, Poole's healthy, Draymond's healthy, and now Steph is healthy. There's no more excuses for the Warriors. They got to do what they got to do.
You know, funny, I'm not gonna lie, the Warriors, like, they always, I don't know why they be doing this, where, like, they always, like, play, like, they don't play as good as they can when it comes to the regular season. But as soon as the playoff come, they always, like, turn it on.
They grow up, yeah.
They turn it on. They turn it on, and that's crazy because you would think the Golden State Warriors trash the whole season, but as soon as the playoff come, on like
those nigga born you crazy.
They are the defending champ, bro. Yeah, I can still give them respect.
But exactly. So don't never count out the Golden State Warriors. That's what I learned, to be honest.
Well, how you learn that from a butt?
Oh man,
we're gonna get into Fanduel a little bit later. We're gonna get into that. So do you feel like his experience coming from the Warriors, being there, doing that before, now they feel comfortable being at the dance? All of these teams, it's kind of like they haven't been in the playoffs or in the championships in 75 years, and then you're like, damn, they don't even know what that feels like. Because a lot of the times it's like that. You get the team that never ever been in the playoffs that far in against the Warriors, who are like, boy, we live here. Right there. We basically grew up here.
Yeah, when it comes to the Warriors, it is experience, but it also comes to like luck and timing, because if you know, if they're all healthy, you can't count them up. But like, you know, these players from the Golden State Warriors they get injured mad quick. So
yeah, they get banged up really quickly. I mean, they're not really like
There's some little dudes, bro.
So it's like as long as they're healthy, bro, they could do, the Warriors could do whatever against whoever.
They could do damage.
They have to get Gary Payton Jr. back, bro, for defense, because they missing that.
The kryptonite is LeBron.
Wow. Talking about that.
Good one.
LeBron James is out.
Yep.
They still trying to do, I don't know, surgery. They're trying to. I mean, Taz got the LeBron report.
They're trying to do magic.
I got my sources.
They got some Buddha shit on his leg right now.
Got the sources. So yeah, to finish up with the Warriors, Steph had a crazy comeback. He got angry. He lit up the scoreboard. Again, Warriors came back in the third quarter like they always do. Klay Thompson went crazy too. So the Warriors, you know, they got something going on the West. So damn, it's crazy when you say we don't gotta worry in the West, and all these teams just like woke up and decided to go crazy, and you decided to catch a gun case, boy.
He don't got a case. He don't got a timing. They don't have enough evidence.
Terrible timing. That post did not age well, gentlemen. So talking about, you know, injuries and, you know, the best player of all time being injured. Taz, can we get a report on what's going on with LeBron?
I mean, this is what I could tell you. One of his friends, I was texting back and forth with.
You don't talk about.
He said that it's not a big issue. Yes, it could require him getting surgery, but he's not willing to do so just because he knows his body better than anybody else. So
the highest paid body.
He'll most likely just start this little process of healing and stuff like that. Kind of laid back a little bit. That's why he's running his.
Yo, you're gonna say that same shit when you turn 40, bro. That ain't gonna happen forever. I know he protects his body all the time, but when he get 40, bro, it's not gonna be the same. That shit ain't gonna work.
How you know?
He's gonna be 40, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna be 40 and still dominating. You heard?
Nah.
Bro, you know funny? They said the same thing. Be like, oh, he gonna turn 20. He gonna turn 35. He gonna slow down. And look what he's doing.
Yeah, he slowed in the bench. So he slowed down.
So,
For me,
I thought,
bro,
I hold you on. To be honest,
they don't want him to get hurt during no game sevens. This foot's been bothering him for a while now. So it's not like he's just recently got injured. This foot's always been in and out, in and out. So I feel like, all right, let's hold off. Let's check his foot completely and see. We need him 7 games in the playoffs no matter what. So like this is a process to where he's like, yo, team, just get me in the play-in tournament and we gonna figure it out through there. But that's what I feel like with this.
Do you think they hiding something about his leg, or you think like they just giving him time to come back?
Ron is complaining a lot about his foot, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
he can't. He's not like before, like, oh, I could ride it out. Like he's like, nah, I can't play through this shit. Like before, maybe, but now it hurts. I feel like it hurt him.
Because he's just older.
Yeah,
bro, they're giving him time, bro. Let LeBron take his time for me. Obviously, you don't want to rush LeBron.
You said take his time for me.
You definitely.
I ain't there for me.
You said for me.
You definitely don't want to rush LeBron.
You take his time for me.
Let's say right now.
Feel me.
We're mid. Yeah, we're mid March, right? Fucking playoff starts in April. So you give LeBron that time off that he needs to actually process and heal correctly and come back healthy. Like it could be 90%. 90% LeBron. You still don't want to face that type of LeBron because it will still feel like he's giving you 110%. But they don't give him the time off. Even AD's not even killing, and you know what I mean. Like they still winning games.
AD's killing, bro.
So
that's the most surprising shit right now.
So let's talk about that. How do you guys feel about that winning streak that the Lakers got without LeBron?
Wow, LeBron, yeah.
What you talking about?
Nigga, I love it. The fuck?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it, though?
Do you guys feel like AD finally came back? We can't talk about AD being a thimble weakling anymore.
I told you the last game the Lakers won. It wasn't even because of AD. AD did not do nothing. It was because D'Angelo Russell,
Dennis Schroeder,
exactly. It was all the role players.
Yeah,
and you know what that tells me? That tells me that they strong-minded. They always ready to step up if they have to.
They win.
Yeah, chemistry is clicking right now.
Exactly, like bro, they can step up whenever we need them. That's what I like to see.
I love about LeBron. I feel like he's a little two-faced when it comes to teammates and shit. He started tweeting now saying I love this team now. Like, where was that energy when he wanted Kyrie and all that shit?
He was ass. That's why.
So he wanted Kyrie. Now he loves his teammate now.
Bro, he got a whole bunch of new players now. So let's not act.
Right, he didn't think. First of all, he didn't think Rob Pelinka was gonna pull something like this off. You know what I mean? Like LeBron just thought, like, all right, I guess we sticking with Russ.
Do you think he was still happy though, even though he did that trade, like all the moves and shit? I don't think LeBron was happy anyway.
With this trade,
he's happy now because he see that they winning, but he was not happy with what they did.
He probably did want a Kyrie because most likely you could get consistent numbers from Kyrie, but as opposed to these dudes, they're not consistent scorers. Yeah, there could be a help out, but Kyrie is more like I would say you more reliable on scoring or whatever and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, like I could definitely put the ball on Kyrie's hands, and I feel like he could be a clutch shooter if called upon. Not always, but you know, given the right motivation, I feel like Kyrie could definitely pull it off. Right now on the Lakers, do you feel like LeBron has a clutch shooter to end games?
But hold up. Before I answer that, let's not ignore the fact he wanted Kyrie, not because of Kyrie can score more, Kyrie can do this, Kyrie can do that. It's because they had success together in the past. That's the biggest reason why. Now, with a clutch shooter, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I see Dennis Schroeder and D'Lo and D'Angelo Russell being the shooter for the team. I see that.
I see Russell, but I don't see Schroeder. I don't see him.
Schroeder.
Schroeder's not clutch, bro.
You should here and there, but
okay, maybe not clutch, but like I can see.
I choose Austin Reeves over him.
Maybe you're good with him in 2K, but
Austin Reeves over Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, to shoot the ball, hell yeah.
Yo, Austin Reeves been cooking, bro.
Hey,
I agree with Taz.
White man can jump.
White boy.
White man can jump now.
Bro, score them every time LeBron is out, score them get big numbers. What are you talking about?
He's
yeah, that's true.
He got
that's because
I'm waiting for them to face a good team
too, though. But now he got to play behind kind of D'Lo, because D'Lo is more the ball handler right now, as opposed to before when they had Russ. He had the ball more in his hands and shit like that. But
automatic turnover. I'm sorry.
They don't got Westbrook no more.
Yeah, but that's the Clippers' problem.
Now
it is.
Even though, espérate, talking shit. We're gonna go back to the Lakers in 2 seconds, but I don't know if y'all saw that post that I posted the other day about Russ climbing up the assist league. Is the reason why Russ not shooting because Russ wants to get the assist accolade?
He could be pounding.
He's climbing up in the boards right now. He's going up there.
I mean, he's been doing that since he recorded triple doubles for like three years straight.
But
because he knows he's not gonna beat LeBron's record for scoring, but
no,
if you get a chance to get another one by assist, do you guys feel like that's what he's gunning for? So that he can at least leave with something.
Clippers a weird team though. Like you see those guys all together, it feel like they don't work together.
I don't think Kawhi wanted Westbrook
with Paul George and Russell. It's just a weird mix of like play styles in terms of like Kawhi's more like a low post, PG's more like an ISO guard, and then like Russ is kind of like I want to do it all. So it's kind of weird. But then they also like play team ball, and it's not gonna. That's why they have so much turnovers. It's like it's not.
They were doing good without him. I don't know why they even bothered getting him too.
Sometimes it's the name. Like I feel like sometimes it's like, oh my God, we got a chance to pick up a big name. Yay! Let's go.
It was Paul George that wanted him over, but Kyrie didn't want him.
No, you're not lying. You're not lying. I feel it because they let go John Wall. I ain't hold you let go John Wall to pick up Russell Westbrook, who's they both similar play style. And
yeah, but one is actually fully healthy though. That's the thing.
Boy, they both play the same play style, bro. Like,
yeah, you're right, but you want somebody who's active who you could use, not have somebody on payroll who's barely even playing.
But like at this point, like Westbrook is active, but how much positive did he bring to your team? Do his pros? I mean, do his pros out? Do his cons outweigh his pros? Like, come on, bro. He's turning on. I think he's. The way he turned over the ball, bro, like, is it worth it to have Westbrook on your roster? The way he turned over the ball, like,
for a certain team, I feel like Indiana Pacers. No, they have time. That Hattenberg.
Damn, what the hell?
No, not the Pacers.
Talking to the guard end. Kind of like I don't even know what to put Westbrook at.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
Westbrook is a fast-paced guard, so these guards are not fast-paced. They're not running down for fast breaks. Well, Westbrook, I seen the Lakers were the number one team fast break-wise. But now they slowed down the ball, so it's kind of like Westbrook can play half-court basketball. He's more fast break, fast paced. He has to be like in a younger team. But
Who will we give him like Orlando because
Maybe
of how they
I would say
are?
like the Pacers, some team.
Maybe Sacramento
I'll
because of
just
how
say
young
team him
they
up with.
are.
I'll
'Cause I
just
feel
say
like-
team him up with Giannis.
Charlotte Hornets.
I mean,
Charlotte
Giannis
Hornets.
is a very fast paced player, and he exudes that out of his team. But I feel like
they have Drew Holiday. It's not. They,
yeah,
think he will fit with the Nets.
So he could play. He could play with Drew. Come on, Drew is the ball handler. We're not gonna see Russ
shooting from him.
assisting.
Bro, you know, Russ gotta have the ball, especially if it's fast.
Okay, but Drew doesn't, because normally the ball is always in Giannis' hands, and Giannis is a paint player. So how about you create the space by attacking the basket, and Giannis is following right behind you?
You know what I'm
like you said, he needs a fast breaking team.
Nah,
team wouldn't work though because Giannis is also Giannis. For him, his eyes, he feels like he's a pass first power forward. Like he always says that I'm a great passer. No one just sees it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Giannis wants the ball control in his hand. He's
well, Westbrook, the type of team he needs. I told you, I see Westbrook as a smaller LeBron.
Yeah,
he needs shooters. He needs shooters all around him and a good big man. That's what Westbrook needs. Shooters all around him and a good big man. And Westbrook, his team will be good.
You said you trying to send him to Taiwan?
Send to Taiwan, bro. What are you doing here? Nobody want him.
With him and Dwight,
nobody want him. I don't know about that.
He gonna put a number.
I feel like he should go to he should go to Sacramento. He should go to the Kings.
For what?
They already have something.
They don't need him.
Already.
It's true. They don't need him. But it's the fast-paced team that he's looking for. He's going to teams with all these has-beens that are just not up to par. LeBron is the best one in the team. He put a couple of key players there, and it still wasn't enough to get him the run and gun that he's looking for. You know.
The thing with that, though, I feel like Westbrook has to be one or two option. He went into the Lakers as a third option, and that was the problem. He has to be first, second option. So he has to be like either OKC or like I would say Sacramento can't even do it because they're doing so good without him that they have that 1-2 pop with Sabonis and Fox. So they can't really put him. He's gonna be a third option.
About like the Brooklyn Nets since Kyrie and KD is not there no more.
Team for him.
I think he would fit there.
Brooklyn Nets would be
fire too. But
Brooklyn Nets will be.
I wouldn't like it just because the ticket sales will go up. So
yeah, we definitely not gonna,
an NBA team.
We're trying to set up that game for this season and next season. I don't think we will go if that will happen now.
Brooklyn will actually be a good fit for him, though. I feel like
that's true though, because I mean the Brooklyn Nets are reviving, they're rebuilding for sure. I don't know how that whole dynamic with him and Ben Simmons will work. We gotta see how that would look together.
About Ben Simmons no more, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be out, man. Ain't he's injured again?
He's injured again? I didn't even see that.
Yo, he's injured just by sitting too much on the bench. That's what they said, bro. He got a back problem for that.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, Ben Simmons ass.
Talking about who's out though for real. This KD by tweaking his freaking ankle at warm-ups, bro. How?
Okay. Somebody needs to explain.
Bro?
It happened to commitment too from the Warriors.
Dude, two players so far have gotten
Kaminga,
injured
right? That's his name.
in the warm-ups practicing before you even start the game. Why are you going so hard?
How you tweak your big ass feet, bro? Like you saw the way that shit bent, bro. That's crazy.
What you call those? The my boys? They gonna fire them motherfuckers for sure.
Yeah, they did it on purpose for sure.
Please do it.
Someone got fired that day for sure.
I feel like that's super weird. You think so? They're trying to hold them for the playoffs, like
run him for a playoff.
He didn't do it on purpose. He just got hurt, bro.
Ain't nobody fucking up big ankles in the warm up, bro. You look embarrassed right now, bro. Like,
imagine going to the game though. Like, yo, I'm about to go see KD, and he's broke.
Yo, it's some ticket about town, bro. Yo, niggas spending like 2 G's on a ticket to watch KD for the first time opening day. The Suns.
And then
they find out he's not there to play.
Okay, you go to New York. He's
making the announcement like
he's injured.
Sorry, fans. Durant will be out tonight.
Yeah, that was the home opening. He got injured.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even with Ja Morant being out, the Memphis are number 3. Because I wanted to kind of get into the standings a little bit since we're talking about all these injuries as well. Because I feel like KD being injured, it might be like Winchester's saying, maybe they're holding him for a little bit. Maybe they want him to like same thing as LeBron. Let's hold off on the legs.
Nah,
We'll give
but
you a
that's
little
not
something.
really
It's
happening.
tempting, bro. They're not supposed
That's
to
not
be doing
happening.
that in the
That's
NBA.
not happening with the Suns.
Now the Suns are number 4.
KD
right?
literally fucked this shit up.
He got a way to injury. They already
by
showed X-ray
accident.
and everything.
I mean, it wasn't even it wasn't even on purpose. Like it was.
Yeah,
It was unintentional.
Nah, he did get injured.
I mean, people roll their shit all the time, fucking around in the park and all that. So that's just unfortunate.
All right, but he's not playing on concrete. Like that's the thing.
He did get the walking boot like LeBron, bro.
Bro.
Like he's walking with that shit too.
So you think the Suns gonna have issues? I mean, I think they won yesterday.
I feel like KD been cursed ever since he left the Warriors, bro.
No, they lost yesterday.
You know who's probably enjoying that? Lucas, though. Lucas definitely want payback. Well, they're gonna kill them. They face again versus the Suns and the Dallas.
Bro, they play in the playoffs, bro.
Yo, that's gonna be. That's like the best series you want to see, bro. Dallas versus Suns.
That's the series I want the Mavericks to win, and then just that's it.
And KD's not gonna be there. If anything, you know this dude gonna be cooking, bro.
Yo, they're gonna go back and forth.
He's gonna go off for sure.
But you know who's gonna be the sleeper? Kyrie. Because
Yeah.
while they out there arguing with each other, Booker and Luka, Kyrie's gonna be scoring up the scoreboard if he decides to show up. Because it all depends on that.
They
Right
still
now,
need the chemistry though. They still have a while to connect.
right now the Mavericks Dallas are number 8 on the standing. So they which is crazy that the Timberwolves are higher. The Warriors are still gunning. The Clippers are actually on a 3-game winning streak, even with all that drama.
Really?
And they're
They
number
win?
5 right now.
The
On
Clippers?
the West. So if we're getting closer to April, fellas, the Clippers might be in the playoffs with Russell.
Nah, they are
Russell
going
might
to.
have
I mean, they've been in the playoffs.
playoffs.
They just got to keep winning games, though.
Not for sure.
But everything's so close with that standing, though. Yeah.
It really is. That's why the Lakers about to be 6-seed, boy. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
But y'all feel like the Lakers are gonna surpass the Mavericks
Yes,
and
sir.
the Timberwolves, maybe. The Timberwolves, maybe. The Warriors are number 6. I don't know if they're gonna surpass the Warriors because the Warriors, I feel like they're gunning for the playoffs now.
Yeah,
I feel like they woke up.
They suck on the road. They only doing good is because Curry just got back and he's feeling some type of way. But
I don't think Jordan Poole and Draymond Green is getting along still, bro. After that punch,
That's a fact.
not even.
they
Not
don't
even.
know
I
like
don't
they
think so,
connecting, bro. They're not connected.
Come on.
Yeah, but Jordan Poole is still
'Cause
scoring
even-
up scoring like crazy.
Bro,
so-
Because even before
I
that,
seen
when-
Curry
when-
throwing a mouthpiece because of Jordan Poole, bro. All the
No,
veterans
but
are getting
even before that punch though. Remember when Clay was just starting to get back, he was having issues trying to get the ball from Poole because Poole was thinking like, "Nah, I'm that dude. Like, dude, you was me before I came back. Now I'm back. Now you gotta give me the damn ball because I'm the second captain, basically. Like, but everybody getting frustrated with him. You know what I mean? But I don't know. They also missing Wiggins. You know, he's having some family issues.
and Gary Payton Jr. They need his defense, bro. They need the gloves.
They're not a full roster right now, so I could kind of get their up and downs right now.
That's true.
What happened to Wiggins?
He been out for a while. I'm not sure what happened with him.
Yeah, they said Steve Kerr said it was something about something going on with his family, so he's just.
Oh, it's personal issue. I thought it was injured.
Yeah, it's a personal issue.
That's a huge loss too. Though Wiggins is a big.
Yeah,
that was a big key.
He cooked for the playoff last year, bro.
Big fact.
Hey, he comes out of nowhere, closer to the playoffs, and then leads them in there. Wiggins comes back closer to the playoffs. Warriors are number 6 right now. They go in with or without him, and then next thing you know, he shows up for the playoffs. It could look good for them.
I mean, the person who they really gotta use, which is Strongman's Rick's favorite player, is Iguodala, because I haven't seen that motherfucker play, bro. What's going on there?
He's gonna be like Haslam, bro. A player coach.
I feel like Iggy's
Like, what's going on here? He's like Haslam right now.
Yeah, he's a player coach. He's a Haslam.
Player coach. It's over for Iguodala. You don't got.
Bro, they signed him. They signed him.
He can get traded, right?
And like to sit on the bench, like
I don't even know.
He don't got the LeBron.
Iguodala can get
youth
traded,
shit.
right?
Bro, what?
I don't think anybody wants him.
I want
No, I think like
You don't hear
Yeah,
a guy like
yeah.
that.
because of his contract, he can get traded. I think he has a no trade clause.
I don't think they want to trade him. I think Iggy brings that motivational factor for them, like Draymond. Yeah, exactly. He brings the experience. He gives them the motivation sometimes that they need. I feel like Iggy's just that, like they said it before. I've seen the podcast that Draymond be doing, and he interviewed Steph, which was a great conversation. It's a must watch. And every time when they got into the Iggy subject, they were talking about Iggy like he's that, Unc, that Snoop Dogg Unc kind of personality that is like, yo, Unc, okay, what's up, fellas? Hey, vamos a esto, let's do this and do that. I feel like he's that person for them. He's like that motivator, the one that tells them, look, mira, you're moving like this on the court, you got to do this and this and that in the third. So he's that player that's just playing right now that could be able to share the experience, just like Steve Kerr is that player from the 90s that is telling you his experience from back then and now bringing it into a fold for them to be able to get themselves together.
Gotcha.
I feel like whether we like it or not, Jordan Poole is doing his thing. I feel like he's still a weapon for them at the end of the day. So whether they like to argue or not, Jordan Poole is still, putting up the points that they need.
He do have the best secure, so he's like their future for sure. Like Draymond Green, he's not even signed yet, so he could probably feeling a little bit salty about that.
Yeah.
Facts.
He's gonna be a free agent, Draymond Green, and nobody put a bag on him yet. Only right now on the contract right now is Curry for the veteran, Klay Thompson. And everybody else besides Draymond Green. I don't even think the Warriors going to sign him back, to be honest.
I don't think so. I think he probably
they have a bad chemistry with
him. Best friend.
They took too long with him already. Like they can't deal with him no more.
LeBron James.
He might go to LeBron. Yeah, that's why he's talking good about LeBron.
Hey, he was in LeBron James' show when he literally they were literally like, hey, LeBron,
he was self-recruiting.
I'm a dog just like you. Yeah. Like they literally like buddy. So you never know. I feel like they could do something.
Bro, they have the same agent.
I went against 2016 LeBron. Like that's unstoppable LeBron. Like he was really like going crazy. And then that team that he had, you know how the Warriors felt like they was the best after they beat the Chicago record, and they literally lost that year. And then they literally lost to LeBron. Like it was literally crazy. LeBron was putting up 40-point triple doubles. It was crazy. He really came back from 3-1 or 3-2, whatever. So he felt like, damn, LeBron really him. It's kind of like experience, He's like,
he probably might want to play with him before he actually retires. You never know.
He ain't gonna do shit for the Lakers, but I guess.
You see him doing like an argument like this dude did with Kevin Durant before with Green. Like he's gonna argue with LeBron one day. They like in the same team. That'll be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna go back and forth. If he goes in there, they're gonna argue back and forth.
Draymond Green gonna be arguing with LeBron. Trust me, and LeBron's too nice.
He is so opinionated. That man gonna be doing it all day long, which is gonna be very entertaining. Yeah. So right now, it's Denver, Sacramento, Memphis, Phoenix, Clippers, Warriors, Timberwolves, and Dallas. Right now, that's your West, right? That's
crazy.
We've been talking about the West literally for like 40 minutes. We gotta give some kind of dedication for the. That's messed up. We are literally living in the East, all of us in here, and nobody has an opinion about the Bucks,
about them
Boston, the freaking Philadelphia. Getting a 5-game winning streak. Come on. Nobody has an
Knicks got 9-game winning streak before they lost the other day.
Your boy Rick can talk about that Philly.
Yeah.
Philly he did the fadeaway on them. He did the Nowinski on them. Nobody got something to say about my boy.
let Rick talk. He got something.
There's no real rivalry in the East. So the West, the reason why people talk about the West a lot this year is that the top seeds right now, we don't see going to the finals, and that's the problem. Every top 1, 2, or 3 seeds on the West, we can see them losing first round. To be honest, if we just put them out right now, every 1, 2, and 3 they can lose. Now, if you go to the East, 1, 2, and 3 seeds are smoking 5, 6, and 7. Like it's just like it's no competition.
Yeah.
Knicks are playing good. That's good for them. We all from New York. That's whatever. But we all know how the Knicks roll. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect for Knicks.
Nobody care about the Knicks.
So,
Bet.
leave my Knicks alone. Leave my Knicks alone.
And they're just not fun to
They
watch.
got Lakers.
Really my favorite team, but they're not fun to watch. They're playing good basketball, and B's doing his thing. Boston's doing their thing. They're just not fun to watch. It's not like there's no.
It's not like you
There's no rivalry.
you don't get hype about it. You don't get hype about it. I'm like, oh, somebody wants the Knicks.
You all right? So you think do you believe, being a Philly fan, right? You believe that
Fucking
dude
sucks.
should break up or not?
I think they
sucks.
Bias Harris. I've been saying this shit for years and years. Plus they gave $4 million to PJ Tucker for no reason.
Yo, Harris fucking on my fantasy, bro.
Like I'm so mad at Philadelphia right now. It's ridiculous. The pickup they did, Tyrese Maxey was an awesome pickup. That was a round pickup. Yeah. Tobias, they should have got rid of him. We literally kept Tobias and got rid of Jimmy Butler. We literally did that.
Oh my, that shit was messed up.
That's literally the most embarrassing shit I've ever heard, son. Like
Jimmy Butler left to go to Miami to go to the NBA Finals the next season.
Remember,
that could have been Philly.
That could have been Philly.
Yeah, but remember, like
it was
like
just
Jimmy?
that the Philly owner kept hanging out with McMill.
Nah, but think about it.
With
Do
the
you think if they still was to actually keep Jimmy, would they be a James Harden in that team still, or would they still be able to go get or chase after James Harden?
Okay, but do they need James Harden?
Jimmy, we still would have had Tyrese Maxey. It would have still been. We probably would have kept JJ ready for one more year, maybe. It would have been a decent team, rather than James Harden. James Harden, he's good, but he's not the same James Harden as before. But it's also just because he's got so out of shape in Boston that now he's still trying to pick up the slack. So hopefully next year, James Harden's gonna be a better player. But right now we caught fat James Harden, so it's kind of like
the chubby Harden.
Chubby Harden.
The thing about it too, though, James Harden runs the point guard position. So for be out of shape at the point guard position, is hurtful.
Imagine would have had Jimmy Butler instead of James Harden. Tyrese Maxey probably would have run the point guard more. He would have had the ball in his hand more.
The thing is, Maxey's not a playmaker. He's a good dribbler, he's a good scorer, but he can't set up people to be great.
Yeah, I noticed that from him.
You think so?
Nah, Maxey's not a playmaker. He doesn't have that mentality and the IQ to be like, let me get a screen, or like he's not a talkative person.
He's not Ben Simmons.
Easy person. He's a coach, but he's not a yo, get to the corner with the boys.
Yeah, you don't talk
give me a screen. He's not.
Ben Simmons used to do that shit a lot. You know what I'm saying?
James Harden would talk, bring your ass over here and be, you know what I'm saying? Run that shit. So that's why I like James Harden, because he's not scared to talk. He knows how to win. But right now he's struggling, especially now with the referees change their calls and the 3-point line. He's not getting that anymore.
Yeah,
he's not getting that step back.
And no driving either.
Yeah, he's not getting
that shit slow down his game.
Exactly. That just changed the way he plays.
Big time.
Philly's still a threat. We just have some bum ass bench players, so it's hard to. We're literally relying on people that we don't know. We got Shake, we got Elton, we got people that we don't know. I feel like they picked them up in Philly, like, yo, come play with us. Like,
they went to the Philly cheesesteak spot, like, yo, you want to play with us?
That's a fact. We also got like Nang, like our best shooter, Niang, like whatever his name is. That's like we got Pork Maz, our best shooter. Like, it's just, bro, these are our best.
Yeah, there's nobody there except for those three: Harden, Maxey, and Embiid. Those are the best ones.
The game is done. The team is not fun to watch. So I'm saying, like, there's just no one really fun to watch. Same thing with Boston. Boston, we got Tatum. Brown is not performing like that, but he still has good games. But besides that, who's really in Boston?
Hey.
Warford?
Smart.
Dominican.
Smart is out here fighting everybody. You didn't see that last one that I posted?
He slammed
trying to fight Nick Young, but it's like, yo, bro, Nick Young is small, bro.
He tried to play it off. He tried to play it off like he didn't slam him. But he was like, yo, I got tripped.
Yo, bro, he did a belly-to-belly slam on the kid.
He said, yo, I got tripped. I didn't slam him.
He said, whoop, whoop. Wow. Like, I get it. Every Nick fan in the world is thanking Smart right now for slamming Nick Young like that. But at the same time, we're like,
my thing is, hold on.
He said Nick John.
I found this shit so funny when what is it? Marcus Smart went up to him because he accidentally got kicked in the nuts or whatever. He went up to him, and Trae Young tried to like push him away. The dude was still hugging him, like, you ain't that strong. Come on.
Hey,
You're a little dude.
What are we doing right now?
Right here. He tried to shove him back. He was still there, like, really? Come on.
Who was it that did? Oh, well, it was kind of like that Luka and Booker argument from the other day. That it was kind of like, really? Like, we all know Luka could wash Booker. Like, this Luka's like this. Like, he a husky motherfucker. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. That
guy needs to stop it. I mean, where are the oh God, they're in the 8th seed.
Hawks.
The Hawks.
Yeah, they've been losing games.
I mean, they fired the head coach because of that. They were like bad.
1 through 12 in the East.
Bucks are number 1, followed by Boston, Philly, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thank God for Donovan Mitchell coming in to rescue them because this is insane. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers got the craziest underdog story ever this season, and nobody's paying attention. I feel like they're gonna be a sleeper in the playoffs, but we're gonna talk about that later on. Then followed by Brooklyn. Brooklyn is still holding on to that 5th spot. I don't know how.
Brooklyn Bridges, you heard? Brooklyn Bridges, you heard?
Hey, Brooklyn got a 2-game winning streak right now. I don't know. It hasn't been downhill yet. All right.
I always love the coach though.
They just gotta play Ben Simmons, and they're gonna be even way better. How about that?
Yo, cállate for the whole podcast, bro.
I love how you play devil's advocate for Ben Simmons. He needs you more than ever.
That's the reason why they're doing bad right now.
It's giving Gatorade for the players.
Then becomes sad. The Knicks are number 6. They got a 3-game losing streak. I don't know where this is gonna end. No sabemos dónde va a parar. But it's going back and forth. I mean, I'm telling you, what's his name? It's not Rondell. It's the other one. Byron
Bronson.
Bronson is fighting for his life right now.
Yeah, he's
trying to wake them up. God bless him for that. I feel like he's doing great. I feel like he's really picking up where everybody left off. Randall is still putting up crazy numbers to try to rescue the team. So the Knicks are trying. I give them up for that because they're trying.
Who's talking about?
Julius Randle.
You say Randall.
Yeah, Randall. I call him Randall.
RJ Barrett gotta wake up. That's the dude that
Who?
gotta wake up.
Who?
RJ gotta wake up. He's in our team, bro.
He's somewhere in Starlets in the strip club in Queens. We don't know where he's at. He hasn't shown up. It's insane, right? It's literally been coming down for them too. Then Miami is trying to wake up a little bit. I posted a little highlight of Butler trying to like wake them up a little bit. Hero's trying to play hero ball still. Yeah, he gave a really great buzzer beater. He's trying to rescue them from the 7th seed, but they still in 7. And the number 8 is the Atlanta Hawks. As you saw from the last game, they're getting chippy with everybody. I feel like they're gonna try to make a run, but we'll see. Then followed by Toronto. I feel like Toronto has been basically getting their buzz whooped by everybody lately. They got a 3-game losing streak.
They don't have nobody.
That's so crazy, though. Do you guys feel like the Indiana Pacers should be in number 11?
I think they're definitely better than
Toronto.
The thing with the Pacers though is Turner's ass. I think he's doing.
Whoa!
He's on and off.
First of all, he's averaging low rebounds for a center. It's crazy.
Talk about it.
He has he averages. I'm not saying his actual average, but he's putting up 4 to 5 rebounds a game, which is embarrassing for a 7-footer. He's a good shooter, but he's not dominating how he's supposed. This is supposed to be his team. Hasenberg came in as like, oh, now it's all. Hasenberg is like the youngest person in the league right now. Like you got this young buck trying to run your team. Like, nah, this is Turner's team. Like he's not taking that. Like I feel like he wants to get off season. He wants to go somewhere else, but he's not playing like how he's supposed to. Because Turner was really a problem.
I agree.
The defensive end, he was literally nominated as defensive player of the year almost every year, like 4 years ago.
It makes no sense.
Defense.
No, he's not up there.
Top going against Rudy Gobert as defensive player of the year to like not even grabbing the rebound. Like it's crazy. He's playing terrible. And that's why that team is going bad.
How we feel, Cap?
I don't. Somebody, you said the Pacers is better than the Raptors. I don't believe that.
Why not?
Bro, you know who the Raptor got, bro?
Oh, they only got Fred VanVleet, who doesn't really score. He was just complaining the other day that there's a specific ref that's after his ass. And then you got,
he knew he was gonna get fined. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get fined. I'm not gonna talk my shit about the ref.
And then you got Siakam, who's supposed to be the leader or / the face of the team, but he can't even really do shit neither. Like,
bro, but like
OG, nice.
OG could give you a little nice 11 points.
Okay, name
Trent
somebody.
Jr. Gary Trent.
Name somebody in the Pacers that can give you 20 points besides Buddy Hield.
In the Pacers, Tyler Hammond.
Leonard.
He's an all-star.
Okay.
Yeah, Buddy is like the third option.
That's two. Who's the third one? And you better not say Miles Turner.
It's supposed to be Miles Turner.
Yeah, and look what he's doing.
He don't want to play for that team. He's playing like he don't want to play for that team.
He look like he don't want to play there.
Yeah, bro. All that rumors filled up to his head, like, oh, I'm about to get traded to the Lakers. That's what it is, bro. He wanted to come to the Lakers, so I don't know if his contract ends after this season.
Miles Turner gets traded, or when he gets picked up by somebody, his number's gonna skyrocket
for sure.
The same way with Cat in the Minnesota. There's a lot of players that like just playing like they were great, and they're just kind of playing like just to get by, just to get a check.
Yeah.
Now, because there's a lot of good players that were like at the top of their peak, and they're still young players. They're still all under 30 years old, so they're all supposed to still be born. And Cat right now is supposed to be the best center in the league, and he's still like he's just like what I'm doing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Cat? Oh,
Cat. Cat's not injured.
He's too weak, bro.
Not with Nikola Jokic in the NBA.
I feel like Nikola is so overrated. I hate him, man.
He's funny. I always thought about that too until you actually see him play. But ain't no way Cat is better than Nikola Jokic, bro.
He's supposed to be. Cat could ball.
He could.
Point contest, he could dribble, he could do it all.
He could, but so can Jokic.
Yeah, but Jokic's
Jokic's gonna win that back-to-back MVP.
Nah, they can't do that to him. They don't do that to nobody.
I think they're gonna give it to him.
A 3P is crazy. The 3P MVP is crazy. That's never.
I think they're doing that for the record. They probably just give it to him because of that.
It'll be him. That's sad.
I mean, like
the MVP of the league is Jokic. Like if you think about MVPs, you think about who's the best player in the NBA that season. And nobody's saying Jokic, bro. Yeah. For the last 3 seasons, no one's saying Jokic's the best player.
Yeah, but it's not the best player of the league. It's the most valuable player.
This is kind of like the same thing, bro.
But yeah, if you put it in that type of aspect, yeah. But what it means more is like to the team, though.
Yeah,
who's the most valuable to their team?
It's kind of like a team thing too, bro. You got to be the best player as well. But I don't know. I feel like they just look. Sometimes they look at stats, and sometimes they don't. There's a lot of people. They put a lot of shit into it.
Facts. I agree with you.
But they're there.
It brings it back to that conversation that we had a couple of days ago that we argued with Taz about people like Damian Lillard and stuff. Now they're giving the MVP to this player, and yeah, right now the Denver Nuggets are number 1. They're the number 1 seed right now. If we were going to the playoffs next week, the number 1 seed is the Nuggets. Do we see the Nuggets winning that championship at the end of the day? Because if we're gonna give this man 3 MVPs in the last 5 years, and he still doesn't get that ship, it's like, come on, man. Who are we giving this award to?
Finals. Like at least touch the finals. You're not even like after the second season, you haven't even went to the finals yet. So it's just like it's embarrassing.
Yeah, but the MVP award always been about the season, not what happened in the playoff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. It's like the end of the season.
Yeah. But I always felt like I always felt like if you're gonna give that award, throughout the season, amazing. But we keep giving it to these guys that are like, oh, I know how to be selfish on my team and get stats all over the place, but yet my team doesn't make it to the playoffs, or my team doesn't make it to the last dance. Like Jokic is one of the greatest players that are ever gonna sit in here. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer for sure. But
Are you seriously gonna tell me that in the last 5 years you still gonna be struggling in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Nah, yeah, that's true.
I feel like, yeah, he's gonna keep winning MVP because he's the one basically filling up every single scorecard. He's gonna give you scoring. He's gonna give you rebounds. He's gonna give you steals. He's gonna give you blocks. He's gonna give you defense. Like, pero what happens to the team overall? It's okay. Let me ask you a better question to everybody here. Is getting MVP sacrificing your season?
No.
What you mean by that?
It all depends on what.
Because if you're the MVP, you got the most stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Overall, you got the most stats out of everybody. You're keeping those stats at bay, right? But if your team is not making it to the playoffs, that means that your team technically sucks.
Yeah.
That's how
So are you sacrificing? Are you sacrificing the? Are you sacrificing the rest of the team?
I think
so that you could get this award that says, "Hey,
yeah,
I've won MVP, everybody." But then your team didn't get the chip.
Goes into MVPs too, though, because nobody on the record gets an MVP. Not that I know of. I could be wrong, but I feel like the Denver Nuggets always had a solid record. That's why they keep giving it to them. So I feel like Nuggets is one of those teams that just keep winning. That seem like a strong team. Their potential is always A. Oh, this team, watch this team. But it's just when it's playoff time, they don't get it done.
Do you think they could win without Jokic? That's another question.
See, that's why he gets the MVP. I don't think
I don't think they could win without Jokic.
I think they'll be like 11th place without Jokic.
Yeah, and I think that's why they see him when they give him the vote.
That's why I take Jokic, because that's actually good. That's a good.
If it was to have an old Jamal Murray version before the injury, yes.
Man, Jamal Murray, he was
he lost him so.
Bubble Murray was like
that was Bubble Murray, yep. That's the only time he was good.
Yeah, besides that, he's like same thing with like Michael. What's his name? Michael Porter.
He's
Porter Jr.
He's supposed to be awesome. He's supposed to be really one of those guys.
Yeah.
His back, he broke his back or some stupid shit. I don't know what happened.
He fell. His production fell too.
Yeah. So that, I mean, who knows? You know, they got Aaron Gordon, but who knows?
I don't even bring him in.
I'm not scared going against Denver. That's what I see. Like, if I'm a team, I'm like, oh, we got Denver for 7 games? Okay. Like, it's not like, oh my God, we're going against Denver. Like, so
yeah, I have a good point. Yeah.
All right, so it's been an hour, fellas. You already know that's our time. This has been 2Holes1Ball podcast. I'm your guest host because my host just showed up a couple of hours ago. He was turned up in Miami. He just came back. You look at his eyes. This nigga Jack. I'm Michigan Knight. I'm here with Taz. Strongman Rick just came as a special guest. We're going to keep him around a few more times.
Yeah,
when Chester disappeared, I think he had to go to the bathroom. Yo, Electronic out here. The man with the wood behind him. I see you, Rock Boy. How we doing? We got the How We Do merch coming around. And no Cap Jack in the house. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week for episode 18. You're going to see the post out there online.
For sure.
Follow TikTok, follow Instagram. Follow Twitch, follow YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, like and repost and comment because we love to hear your comments. TikTok is out of control. We will be posting in there, so you guys better be there to give us the conversation because I know y'all like to argue with us. All right? Peace.
Yeah.